Day 7 of Glazing Yugi until the Ash vs Yugi death battle comes out. Remember Kaiba from the first video? Well, he's getting his rematch against Yugi. Yugi's grandpa and Kaiba's brother have had their souls claimed by Pegasus, so the stakes are really high as one of them needs to win the tournament to bring their respective loved one back. This duel is a three-parter, but most of it goes pretty normal until the end of the duel. Kaiba fused his 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons into the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. By the way, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon destroyed the giant soldier of stone, and if you've seen Day 3, you'd know that means the Ultimate Dragon can also easily destroy the moon, or possibly even larger objects or beings due to its considerably higher attack stat. In addition, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has the highest stats of every non-effect monster in the entire game, so it was probably the strongest monster next to Exodia at the time. But of course, Yugi doesn't give a fuck. He activates Multiply on his Kuribo, which, as Yugi says,
Multiply works with monsters with attack power below 500 and multiplies them endlessly.
Kaiba attacks the Kuribos with a good old neutron blast. But not only are an ample amount of them still on the field, they proceed to regenerate after destruction. Yugi then proceeds to do a killer combo that fuses his Mammoth Graveyard to Kaiba's Dragon. Mammoth Graveyard is literally just a dead mammoth skeleton, so fusing it to the living dragon causes it to decay and lose attack points. So at this point, Yugi has an infinite defensive wall, while Kaiba's dragon is becoming deadweight. Yugi is eventually able to summon Celtic Guardian, which has higher attack than the Stone Soldier, by the way, and uses it to attack the weakened dragon and whittle down Kaiba's life points. But now, Kaiba is super desperate for the win. Kaiba moves to the edge of the castle they're standing on, and tells Yugi,
"The resulting shockwaves might cause me to lose my balance.
Don't tempt me!
My fate is completely in your hands, Yugi. You'll decide this duel one way or another. Of course, if you don't surrender, I might be hurt. You wouldn't want that, would you?"
In other words, Kaiba is threatening to off himself because Yugi is beating his ass so hard that he'll have no hope of saving his brother. Holy fucking shit, it's just a children's card game? Why are people pulling out flamethrowers and threatening suicide? Anyway, the Pharaoh doesn't give a fuck about getting Kaiba killed, but little Yugi takes over and stops the Celtic Guardian's attack. One of Kaiba's revived Blue Eyes White Dragons destroys the Celtic Guardian, and Kaiba wins the duel. Now I know what you guys are thinking.
Actually, these are Yugi defeats. You just showed him losing a duel, and that he's a bad person who would kill a man.
That may be, but let's look at it this way. As I've made pretty clear, Yugi is able to make an infinite supply of Kuribos to protect him against one of the strongest monsters in the game at the time. And as I discussed in the first day, he needed a less than 1% chance to defeat Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragons. But he has now shown that he can deal with a stronger monster with just some normal cards. Also, him being willing to kill Kaiba just shows that he's a savage. Ash better be careful, he may end up in the same situation as Kaiba, except Yugi definitely won't be so merciful this time.